What have you learned from Balaji?
I was about to say, for anyone who doesn't know who Balaji is, but you can probably
They probably know who Balaji is. He's Balaji.
He is one word.
It's like Madonna, exactly.
Yeah, one name. Balaji is a brilliant guy. I mean, he's probably, I don't know, top couple of the smartest people I've ever met in my life. He's very out there. He's truly an original thinker. Mm-hmm. He was briefly the chief technology officer of Coinbase. He came in through an acquisition, did some amazing work. And he taught me how to manage a totally different type of person, I would say. You know, Balaji, he is kind of unmanageable. He's what some people might call a free radical within an organization, where he really bounces around and he's just kind of absorbing vast amounts of information, even things that, you know, aren't his responsibility, maybe even he's not even supposed to be doing.
Was explicitly told not to do them.
Yeah, was explicitly told not to do them, does it anyway. And occasionally he would come back to me with these just incredible insights. And you know, I'll give you kind of one funny Balaji story, but at one point he came back to me and he said, like, these are all the salespeople that are making more revenue than their salary, and these are all the people that are not. And the first thought I had was, you're not supposed to have access to anybody's salary. Hey, how did you get that? And he's like, don't worry about it. I found it in some database, you know, somewhere I wasn't supposed to have access to. The other thing I asked him was like, well, how did you connect all that up? Because last week I was asking the data team, well, can you connect up Salesforce to all of our salary data and let's start to run some reports and have some more accountability? And he was like, oh, well, I couldn't sleep this weekend and I just knew something felt off, and so I had to like code it up and put it all together. And I was like, okay, give me a little bit of time to go verify this, because he came in on Monday. He looked like he hadn't slept the whole weekend. So he's kind of this mad genius. And by the way, I went and ran it down with the actual data team, and it took them 3 weeks to replicate what he had done over the weekend, but it came back and he's 100% right. So he continually was doing things like that, and he's incredibly like high disagreeableness, which I learned from him as well, where he would go into a team and say, why is this not functioning well? And you know, he would suffer no fools, right? And he would not be afraid to go in there and turn half the people on a team. Whether he had the permission to fire them or not, sometimes he would just torture them to greatness or whatever. He is a very contrarian figure. I'd say about once a week, someone would come into my office as CEO and say, I can't work with Balaji. And, you know, and he's causing so much collateral damage. And I'd say, yeah, but he's also generating an enormous amount of value. And I need you to learn how to work with him. And I realize it's difficult, but it's creating a very positive outcome across all these areas. Now, I kind of knew that it wasn't going to last forever because it was incredibly disruptive, but I learned from him how to come and be like a turnaround CEO when needed, if I can call it that. Where I think in the past I was opting a little more toward trying to be liked instead of to be clear about what we're doing and where we're going and what the bar is. And so he helped me be a better CEO and have a little more disagreeableness.